All right. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to our Essential Island Living Team Builders call. This is our first call of the new year. Thanks, everybody, for being a little flexible. We switched it up. We are going to the Rachel Hollis movie tomorrow night at 7:30 at Maui Mall if anybody wants to join us. Rachel will be speaking at leadership actually this year in San Diego, and she wrote the book Girl Wash Your Face and a couple other books, so I'm really excited to go and check that out. Before we get started, does anybody want to share any successes or challenges? Are you waving to me, Janice? I'll unmute you.
Yeah.
Okay, there.
Hi, Happy New Year.
Hi, Happy New Year.
I think it's not so much, I guess it's a challenge. It's just trying to understand how the process of getting, helping others need help with their, getting started. Sorry, my dog is going crazy. There's fireworks going across the street and just going crazy. Anyway, stop it. Okay, so anyway, I've been bold enough to ask Kate to help me, you always say, you call your upline and call anybody that can help you understand, the process. So just trying to be a little bit more brave and just kind of ask for help when you need it, because you can always need that extra help anytime. I know I'm not expected to know everything, but it's just, I hate to bother. It's I cannot, I want to do this on my own and try to do it, but I always feel like I always forget stuff. So even though if I write it down, it's okay, what page was it on now? It's so it's but I'm getting better at that part. So
I'm curious as to what process you're talking about specifically, because I'm wondering if it's something that you're struggling with, if other people are as well.
No, I think not process. Well, I wouldn't call it a process. I think it's just being able to help others that, when you look at their card and you're trying to make sure that you're helping your legs and stuff like that. It's just understanding that part. Knowing who needs help with what certain if one card is short, or that kind of technical stuff.
So I want to be really clear when you say understanding who needs help because their cart is short. Are you talking specifically about because you're looking at a rank goal or a power of 3 goal, or
the power of 3, and always remembering that's usually what should be in the back of your head, is knowing that the power of 3 is what helps you.
It does help with the structure of your organization for sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so understanding how the power of 3 works, and just understanding from there where it branches down. You know what I mean? It's kind of, I'm still trying to understand. I'm so visual. I feel like I almost have to touch the people to know where everything goes, so that.
So my question would be, do you have, if you are visual, do you have a hard copy?
Yeah, I do.
Of this printed out?
Yeah,
okay.
I do.
Good.
But I've been using that plus using the computer, trying to match it up.
So I mean, you can take the information right from the computer and put it here. Yeah. I just did this with Keisha yesterday, I think. And she said that she doesn't want to use pencil and erase over and over. So she was going to either laminate it and then start writing every month in dry erase marker. But the way that this is organized helps you to remember that you have to have that 600 overall frontline volume. And that you're replicating that 3 structure. So if you're a visual person, then definitely this would be the way to go. And I love helping people and planning with them, but I also do think nobody taught me, you like, I taught myself. And I think having somebody, rather than always asking, go look, make a, I want to say, like, what do you think? Where do you need that person? Like, you just enrolled somebody, so you have to start thinking about where that person's going to go if you haven't moved them yet. Okay. And so every time, go and say, okay, when you look at this, I'm going to mute you real quick. When you look at this and say, okay, I think they're going to go here. And then that's a good time, I think, to ask your upline, do you think that moving so-and-so here is a good idea? Because a lot of times when my builders will ask me, where should I put them? I'll say, where do you think you should put them? Because that's a good way for you to practice learning, right? And even if you're wrong, or maybe it's not the second, or maybe it's not the top choice, I would say that's actually, that would make sense. This is what I saw too. And then that's like a teachable moment versus always just asking, where do I put that person? It is a lot though. There's a lot of details in this business to keep track of. And so if your main focus right now is to, get that 1,500, which I would love for everybody, and to solidify that, then I would focus your energy in sort of knowing that part of the business as well as you possibly can. It doesn't mean that you have to know exactly where to place everybody or all the strategy, but I think knowing how to look in the back office, and don't wait till the end of the month, start now. So like today I went into the organization and I went through everybody's, like, just at a glance, what people's LRP dates are at and how much PV they're going to process. If they're slightly under 100, I might reach out to them and say, hey, whatever, these are doTERRA's promos, they extended Frank, whatever it is, you can get a free grapefruit. Try to train yourself to start doing that earlier on in the month too, because the more orders that are in the back office, the harder time I have, because there's just so much, right? Whereas earlier on in the month, it's still all the orders are populating. I'm able to catch things earlier versus trying to fill the gaps later, if that makes sense. So, but I don't want to discourage you from what you're saying, which is that you're being brave and asking for help. I think you have to do that because you don't want to make a mistake that can be avoided too, right? So that is definitely what your upline is for. And and so next week, actually, our topic is going to be on placements, 6 months moves, and upgrades, sort of focusing on how people can clean up their organizations and help to better organize for the power of 3. So hopefully that will help too. Sorry, I muted you.
No, it's okay. Thank you.
I could. No. But I hope that was helpful. Like, I think it's both. Like what you're saying, you have to. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You have to ask for help. And I want to tell you too, you're silver now. So you have an account manager. So you have a person whose job is to support you in the business, and that you should be able to go to ask for, ask questions and do strategy calls. Now, I'm not going to lie, with your work schedule and the time difference, it's really difficult to do those things with them. But just know that that is a perk of being a silver, is that you have an account manager. And so if you're not sure, if you make a mistake, I can't tell you how many times Kate and Kanani have asked me for advice, and I'll tell them directly, go ask your account manager. Like, I might have an idea, but if I'm not sure, I'm going to ask somebody whose job it is to be sure, if that makes sense too. So just like you ask for help, we know that we have to go to other people to ask for help too. So yeah. I would say one thing that we try to stress is that once you're starting to build for your 250 bonus, or really any rank, you're going to place pretty much just your 125 PV order on your account. And then every other order for the month, if it's winter wellness, if you want a free frank, you're going to try to strategically place those orders on other people's accounts with their full knowledge and permission. And the benefit for other people is that they get the points, right? They get the points in free product. So I think remembering that is good. And it just that depends where you're at in the business. So definitely confer with your upline where you're at. But Janice, I would imagine where you're at, you're pretty much only going to place, or you can do like your 200, you can get your frank on your account, but any other order that you will do for the rest of the month after that, you're going to want to strategically place someplace else. Okay. All right. You got this, girl. Just keep going. You had 2 enrollments that last month. That's awesome. So it would be a worse boat to be in to not have anybody to move, if that makes sense. All right. Anybody else? Okay. I know the new year, I feel like excited and energized, but then I kind of feel overwhelmed too. So we're going to go ahead and dive in tonight. Just, I'm trying something new. We'll see how it goes. I am not a big like PowerPointy kind of person, but I'm going to try this just because sometimes I feel like I do a lot of talking and yeah, maybe visuals would help. So, okay. So here are our promotions for the month. They extended frankincense. So with any 200 PV order, receive a free 15 ml frankincense. Can I just say, though, that I was really shocked that there wasn't the New Year, New You promo. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's not a big deal. But basically, doTERRA's had this same promotion every January for as long as I've been with the company. And this year, they did not move forward with it. However, they gave us this really incredible promo, the Reactivate promotion, where if people have not ordered for 4 to 12 months on their wholesale account, they can reactivate and they can get free oils. So if they place 100 PV standard order, they can get a free breathe. If they do it on LRP, they can get a free breathe and a free on guard. Hi, Jared. And then if they do LRP for 125, they can get the free grapefruit. And then if they do a 200 PV order on LRP, they could get the grapefruit and the frankincense. Or if they just did the standard order for 200 PV, they could get the breathe and the frankincense. So all of those promotions are what we call stackable. This is a great way to engage people. I talk about this all the time. When we're talking about following up for your DMO, these people have already ordered. They already love the product. Breathe and On Guard are probably 2 of our most popular oils, right? So this is a great way to get into your organizations and start contacting people that haven't ordered in a while. So we'll talk a little bit more about how to maximize the promotions. Does anybody have any questions about the rules behind? I mean, the frankincense is pretty obvious, but the Reactivate promotion? Okay. Can unmute yourself if you do. Okay, there is supposed to be another. Okay, wait a second. You guys, my slides are not in the right order. Sorry. This is, oh no, it is. I forgot. Okay, so how do I maximize these promotions? So what I would do is look through your personally enrolled list who hasn't ordered. Now, if they haven't ordered in more than a year, they're still eligible, except that the chances are that their account isn't in your back office anymore. So they'll need to call customer support. There are promotion codes that go with these as well. So you want to make sure that people enter those promotion codes at checkout. Look through, okay, so depending on how big your organization is, you also want to look through your organization who hasn't ordered. So today I started with my personally enrolled list. And if you haven't kept track of who you've personally enrolled, I highly, highly recommend it. It's one thing I just happened to do when we started. And this is so helpful because if people don't order for a year, they are taken out of the back office. But again, we want to still have those people in our contact database, you know, and so sometimes if you can't see them in the back office, it's kind of like they don't exist. So, you know, Janice and Beth and anybody watching this recording, definitely keep track of all of your personal enrollments. You could probably go back and do it as best as you can. I just put their name and their ID number. That's basically the only information. And it's just like a long running list so that when promotions like this come up, I can go back through that list and personally contact each of those people and say, hey, doTERRA's doing this promotion. Are you interested? Now, if your organization is also growing, and meaning that you might have some people that are not your personal enrollments in your organization, you also want to look at them and see if they haven't ordered. And then you can make the decision whether you're going to contact them personally or if you're going to ask the person who enrolled them to contact them personally. Okay. But basically you want to text, email, call, and reach out. So my text today was pretty basic. I sent one graphic of the reactivation promo. And I just said, what did I say? Happy New Year, you know, Alana. It's been a while since you ordered from your wholesale account and you're eligible for this promotion from doTERRA. Please let me know if you have any questions and if you're interested in taking advantage of this. Wishing you the best in 2019. So that's it. Super simple. I sent that off to about 50 people today. And as part of my daily DMO, okay, but you guys got to keep in mind when I throw out numbers, I've enrolled hundreds of people. So don't get like, you don't have to do 50. I just have that many that I can reach out to. But I got sidetracked. But basically, as part of my DMO moving forward, when I consider a follow-up, I'm going to be using these people every single day. This is me following up and nourishing my network, okay? Also, with the frankincense promotion, follow up with those people who expressed interest last month but didn't enroll. I know that happened to me and a few other people. So with frankincense extended, it's really easy to reach out to people and say like, hey, they extended frankincense, you know, would you like to take advantage of that this month? It's only till the 15th, you know. Follow up with those that you invited to the cleanse. Did they get their product? Did they accept the Facebook invite? So I'm going to talk a little bit more. Now, there's no necessarily promotions for the products for the cleanse, but again, frankincense is still a promotion that you want to try to leverage as best as you can. Okay. It won't happen again until next December, free frankincense. So I always tell people I go through at least personally 3 to 4 bottles of frankincense a year. So even though I got one last month, I'm definitely going to get one this month. All right, so here are some of the other promotions. The product of the month is grapefruit, and the 10% off product is Slim and Sassy. I posted all of these images in our builders group if you want to use them, by the way, okay? So everything's there for you guys to go and grab. I did not make them. What did I want to say? These are really great, 2 really powerful oils really for metabolic support. So if you look at the information on these graphics, you can see, you know, known for its cleansing, purifying properties, but really to support healthy metabolism. Grapefruit is one of the oils in Slim and Sassy. And so there actually is a big mastering your metabolism event that's happening later on in January that a lot of groups are putting out. Because our group is kind of really trying to hype up the cleanse, I'm not really promoting that too much, but I am going to, and then also the new Lifelong Vitality Pack I ordered this today. I'm kind of excited. And I am a little bummed about more plastic, I'm not going to lie, but just for when I'm on the go or when I forget, this is so convenient. So I don't plan on using these daily, but I am really excited about these. Here's the graphic for the cleanse, which you guys have seen. So what I wanted to talk about though is that on Facebook, I'm going to be doing product education on Slim and Sassy. So last month I did lifelong vitality testimonies. This month in Facebook, I'm going to do Slim and Sassy. Probably not a post every day, but a couple every few days. A happy and healthy cleanse, focus on promoting that, and then Frankincense till the 15th. On Instagram, I'm going to post every day the 30 days of LLV testimony. So starting tomorrow, just on my Instagram story, I'm going to post that LLV testimony every single day. I thought that was really, really well received in the group. And then, of course, I'm going to continue to focus on frankincense. I just wanted to give a reminder to everybody that on Fridays, I do product education on my personal Facebook page, which is public, which means everyone can share that. And so I did a giveaway with frankincense in the month of November. But anytime I post product education, if you feel it's valuable, you might want to share it, and then just in the subject line, put maybe what it's about and a takeaway for you, or why your friends or family should watch it. I am not like trying to get people to watch my videos. It's not like an ego thing. It's just an education thing. I feel like that's my one thing every week, to just get out a little more education. And then on Mondays in our builders group at 2:30 p.m., I try to go live. I might not keep doing this because it's really not getting that much attention, and I don't want to be putting out content or information that is not really being well received. So I'm going to keep trying it for the month of January and see how it goes. So sorry, I might not have put these in the best order, but just going back to the promotions that we have, I probably should switch these slides, to be honest. So the healthy and happy you, which actually I think it's supposed to be happy and healthy, but it's fine. This is happening. If you're not part of Lisa's group, please get in that group and accept people. I'm really pretty excited about it. There's a lot of people that have been invited but haven't accepted the invitation. So please reach out to the people. Please make sure you're in there. Although it says that it starts on January 1st, the actual cleanse doesn't start until the 13th. So people still have a lot of time. I would say, Lisa said order by January 3rd, but if people do the $6.99 or $11.99 shipping, they could order up until the 7th or 8th, to be honest, and get their products. So I hope that everyone, I know Beth, that you're joining in on this and that you've been sharing this a lot with family and friends. So, even if people join that group and they don't actually do the cleanse with us, if they're just curious, get them in there, because once it actually starts, I'm not going to promote it as much in our Facebook page, just because at that point it will have already, kind of commenced and started. So this is a great option, the Lifelong Vitality Pack, the daily packs. And then this is just all of the products that you need for the cleanse. So, this is a great graphic to post. Although I do think that graphics that explain a little bit more about the products themselves are just easier for people to understand why these are so beneficial to us. So this is my attempt at doing a PowerPoint. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this, but I feel like when people go back and look at this, it's easier to see the visuals. And so I'm going to start trying to do this. I'll do a little bit better, but I got to tell you, PowerPoints are not my jam. And that's ironic considering I was a CC, just FYI, because I feel like PowerPoints are like your life. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Oh, I am already. And open it up to any questions. Do you guys have any questions about the promotions this month? How you can best maximize them? Anything at all? We're here to help. I'm going to mute myself.
I don't really have a question, but I do really like this campaign, the Reactivation. It's a really great way to reach out to people that you haven't talked to in a while. And you'll be surprised on who's ready to order again. So I think that tip of making sure you talk to the people that you've personally enrolled first, and then talking to your upline on who's going to contact the other people, because who knows, you might have a relationship with them or not. So I think that will be, at least for myself, my next step tomorrow is to go through my names list in the detailed genealogy and then reach out to all my builders to see who's going to contact who, so that we just make sure everyone knows what's going on.
And that's a good reminder for me, because I contacted a couple of people that I've placed on your teams, yours and Kanani's teams, that are my personal enrollments that I have strong personal relationships with. So I should communicate that with you guys so that you guys don't reach out to them too. Yeah. I'm trying to slowly not do that, but yeah, I did that too. So
but then sometimes they might be more receptive to you because they know you better. So.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So for the people that I know that you're in constant contact with or have that relationship formed now, then I typically don't. So that'll be good. You can just always ask me. So.
Will do.
Yeah. I agree with Kate. I love this promo. It's not New Year, New You. I actually had quite a few people who I was like, oh, I'm going to enroll you with this promo next month. So I'm a little disappointed in that regard. But this is such a great promo because it gives people, like Keisha, a perfect example is Ali. I texted Ali about it and said, and then she goes, hey, sorry, I just got a different text. But Ali was like, oh, is my account still active? And she said, I've been ordering through Keisha. I said, well, not really, but you could reactivate your own account and you could be on Keisha's team. I said, well, it's active since it still exists. So even if they're not in the back office, that account exists. It doesn't go away, but it's inactive since she hasn't been ordering on it. And then she goes, oh, okay, that makes sense. So at this point, I'm going to lay off, and then Keisha can, follow up with Ali and say, hey, I know Liza reached out to you about that promo. Are you interested in it? Depending on how much Ali's ordering from her. But I think when people need product and they've, if they haven't ordered for 4 to 12 months, and if they do use their product, they need product. So I already had like 3 people that said that they're going to take advantage of that promotion from my texts from 50 people today. And I have a lot more to reach out to. So yeah, I love the reactivation promo too. I think we just live in abundance and gratitude and know that doTERRA will give us awesome enrollment promos later on this year. All right. Anything else? Okay, kind of short and sweet call tonight. Moving forward, I did put the all of the class topics for the rest of the month up next week, Wednesday. I was going to do sort of a placement 60-day 6-month move, 90-day upgrades, how we can maximize those for our Power of 3. I'll be sure to kind of revisit the Power of 3 and just the necessary bullet points there. And I'll put that in a PowerPoint so that I'm not just saying it and it's there that you guys can refer to. And then after that, we kind of get back on track with our share guide and our launch guide and our train guides and those types of things for the rest of the new year. Don't forget that your general excise taxes are due on January 20th. So definitely get that going and in order. All right. Anybody else have anything to share before we get off of here tonight? Anybody want to share a win from last month or?
I'll talk again, but it was a little hard last month because it was Christmas and everyone was spending on everything else. So it was a little tricky getting my enrollment because I had someone ready to go and then they kind of flaked on me. So my win was the class this past weekend at Liza's. I got someone to come that has been interested, and she was so easy. She's like, oh yeah, I'm going to get this kid. And yeah, of course, that sounds good. It was like the easiest enrollment I think I've had for a while. So an easy one after I've been like following up with someone so many times and then they didn't even enroll. So you have those that take a while and you have those that are quick and fast. So I appreciated that for my December enrollment.
I personally didn't have any like new. I had a couple people that flaked on me that were supposed to come, but I could not believe how packed the classes were. I mean, they were crazy packed, both classes. So, but that's a good thing, because even though there wasn't like, I didn't have anybody brand new coming, that means people are coming for more education and they're bringing other people to get educated. And so that was really exciting. So I thought that was a win for the team. But yeah. All right, everybody. Well, I don't want to keep us on too long. Go out there and maximize those promotions because they're really great. There's still the 200 PV Frank, the Reactivation, the Slim and Sassy. And even though we're coming off of December, let's be real. In the new year, people are ready to give it a go at doing things better, healthier, right? I mean, I know that a lot of my personal goals are around nutrition and exercise. So don't be afraid to reach out to people about the cleanse and just ask. You never know, so. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope to see you at the movies tomorrow night. And as always, so grateful. Love and appreciate you all. Can we take a quick picture? Wait, I got to turn off this light. It's like cray. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right. Love you guys. Have a great night. Bye.